You guys read the title. I know a lot of these Dagestani fighters have not been doing too good recently. I know some of them have been getting some wins, but they've been coming into some hard competition, when the odds are close and people are thinking that these are going to be close fights or maybe even, very one sided. And somehow these fights become very close for them. This weekend, we got Said Nurmagomedov versus Vinicius Oliveira, and this is going to be a good fight. I mean, Said Nurmagomedov is a dynamic striker, which you wouldn't really expect coming out of a camp like this. But we got Vinicius Oliveira, who as well is a not only a dynamic striker, but a heavy-handed, heavy-footed, heavy knee. Like he hits hard for this bantamweight division. I think he's going to be able to get this done. I know this might be a little odd, but he's fought some good competition since joining the UFC. I mean, the Contender Series, we won't count that because let's be honest, a lot of the guys on the Contender Series, their record's a little bit padded. They haven't really faced a real competition that some of the opponents that he later faced have. I mean, he fought Bernardo Sopai and beat him. I know he wasn't doing too well until he got the finish. I mean, he wasn't doing bad, but you know, um, Sopai gassed out and then had that flying knee knockout Vinicius Oliveira landed, which was a knockout of the year contender. Bernardo Sopa is a great fighter. He's actually very, very good, and I think he's going to be an issue in the division as well as Vinicius Oliveira. So I think we're going to look back at that fight and really appreciate that we saw two guys fight early in their career that go on to do good things in this 135 division. But after that, he fought Ricky Simone, and the shots he was landing in there, he it was clean striking from Vinicius Oliveira. And on the other end, we got Said Nurmagomedov. While I was saying earlier in his career, I mean, he's looking good at striking, but earlier in his career, he was, finishing a lot more fighters. And a couple of his losses weren't really losses. I mean, they were close, but he wasn't winning them. I think Vinicius Oliveira has more power, and I think that's what's going to make the difference. I think he's going to land the bigger shots and the more damaging shots. And I think if this goes to a decision, Vinicius Oliveira might have a little bit of an edge because he lands some big shots that get a big reaction out of Saeed. But Saeed has good kicks, good leg kicks, and he's good at keeping you at range. But yeah, one thing I noticed that later in his career, as of recently, he hasn't been getting the finishes he used to. I have his Tapology pulled up, and he's getting submissions, but I'm more worried about what's going to go on the feet because I don't think this is going to go to the ground. I think this is mainly going to be standing, and I think Vinicius Oliveira will be able to stuff the takedowns, and I don't think he will really shoot. But as well on the ground, he's not bad. So I don't really want to take that into too much consideration. I'm more worried about on the feet with Saeed, who is a good striker. Obviously, if he's taken down, he can defend very well. But I think on the feet, Vinicius Oliveira will put him away, actually. I think he's going to land some crazy shots. This is a big card. He's high up on this card. This fight has to deliver, and this is his time to shine. He's going to show through, and I think it's been a rough week for the Nurmagomedovs. Rough month. Some of their fights have not been the easiest. Islam had a great fight. You know, but everyone else didn't really do too well. I mean, they won, but some of them won. Regardless, I think this is going to be the downfall of Dagestan, and it's going to start right here. Vinicius Oliveira with the just like spinning back kick knockout, just some nasty ass knockout he's going to land. He's just such a funky striker that he's difficult to train for. Said Nurmagomedov, while he's dynamic, he's not as awkward of a striker as Vinicius Oliveira is. So I think it'll be easier to train for a Saeed because you kind of know what he's good at. He's going to slam leg kicks. He's good with the kicks, but he's doing some stuff that, might catch you off guard. But I mean, Vinicius Oliveira might go in there and just throw something that we haven't seen him ever throw in a fight before just because he feels like it. He might just throw some dumb shit. And I think that might be what wins him the fight. He just throws something stupid and it just catches Saeed and he gets a finish off of that. He's very aggressive, very good striker with big power in his hands. Young guy. He's had a couple fights in UFC now, and I think he's ready. I think he's ready. He's gonna have all the nutrition. He's fought very good fighters already. And I think this is another very good fighter that he's going to fight. And I think he's going to win this one. Coming off of 4 wins. And yeah, I just think he's going to be a scary guy to come up against for Said Nurmagomedov. And I think Vinicius Oliveira will get a TKO, round two, maybe round three. I haven't really thought about what round, but I think he might even be able to get this one finished. So this was going to be a good fight. I'm excited for it. But this is a downfall of Dagestan, started by Vinicius Oliveira. Like, subscribe, bye.